Acts chapter 17, verses 15 through 16 in the New King James Version tells us, "Those who conducted Paul brought him to Athens, and receiving a command for Silas and Timothy to come to him with all speed, they departed. Now while Paul waited for them at Athens, his spirit was provoked within him when he saw that the city was given over to idols." About a year and a half ago, I was reading this passage when I was particularly struck with Paul waiting on Silas and Timothy, just waiting on them. But Paul was one who just did not seem to be able to sit still, and so he decided to see how he could busy himself in disciple-making efforts while he waited. And it appears that Paul was used by the Spirit to initiate a revival in Athens, even though the city was consumed with idolatry. Interestingly, the Bible never records that Silas and Timothy ever caught up to Paul in that particular city. As a matter of fact, Acts chapter 18 verse 1 tells us, "After these things, Paul departed from Athens and went to Corinth." Nothing about Silas and Timothy. Maybe God realized there was simply no need to record it, but I think it is safe to assume that Silas and Timothy never met him there. As a result, I can't help but think that there was a purpose in the waiting. Just maybe all along, God intended for Paul to evangelize Athens, and he chose to get Paul's attention by putting him through the waiting process. We as human beings are not patient people typically. My kids can tell you that I often tell them, "Don't make me wait." Now there are some good reasons for that. I want to teach them to plan ahead rather than waiting until the last minute to get their things together and be ready to leave. Also, sometimes the busyness of the schedule requires us to be extremely on point with our timing. Waiting is something that productive human beings do not like to do. But sometimes that transitions to the place that we develop impatience. We do not want to wait on our problems to be fixed. We do not want to wait on God to provide the solution that He has in mind. We are not accustomed to letting Lazarus be in the tomb for 4 days. We want Jesus to heal him right now. We do not enjoy the hopeless cancer diagnosis. We like believing that God can take care of the situation through treatments and surgeries, methods that make sense to us. We do not like the mountains of bills that pile up, indicating that we do not know how we're going to pay them. We like being able to see how Jesus is taking care of us and how He is going to provide in the future. But sometimes God has a purpose for the waiting process. In the parable of the prodigal son, the young man walked away with his portion of the inheritance and began spending recklessly. As long as there was feasting, the young man might not ever have considered returning to his father's house. Sometimes God will use the famine of waiting for our answer to draw us back into a close relationship with Him. If you would like to speak with someone about this or any other spiritual questions that you may have, please visit lifechristianchurch.org's contact page in the description of this video to see how that you can reach us. You are also welcome to attend any of our services right here at Life Christian Church, which are also detailed in this video's description below. Additionally, if you enjoyed what you heard today, then we ask you to please give this video a like and follow us on the social media channel that you are using to view this video, or subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are viewing on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, then we also invite you to click the bell to receive notifications of other videos. If you are watching on Facebook, then we would greatly appreciate it if you would also follow our page and adjust your notifications so that Life Christian Church's posts are presented at the top of your page when you open your Facebook feed. I'm Jared Wilkerson, and this is Life Moments.